Am I invis? Am I invis? Am I invis? I'm not invis. Okay, okay, okay. Bum, ba, da, bum, 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 ba, da, bum, ba, bum, bum, bum. I can still explain it. If you have an SMG, then you cannot have an unhacked charge rifle. Just because unhacked charge rifles are one shot anywhere in the map, and we don't want the best close medium range paired with the best long range in the game. Boom, boom, boom. When is my match against Rebels? We are waiting on the winners bracket right now, just to get the losers bracket caught up. Why don't I have sub badges? Dude, I'm sorry. I don't think... Well, first off, I don't think affiliates can have sub badges. Actually, no, I think they can. I'm just very lazy. I'm sorry. I don't stream that often. Alright, Ace. Okay. Let's cast. Let's cast. Music on. Here we go. Bot gonna be looking down the middle. It sounds and looks like a lot of GLD members are gonna go right side or playing defense. There's gonna be two chilling in C. Sees that building that Sooty just jumped off of. He's going into the mid flat. That's what we like to call it. And Bockington with the Eva. This is going to be a very interesting match. Hits a really nice shot onto Sooty. He never misses those. Ace going to be on the right side with him. Everyone's playing angles. Everyone is afraid to push up. But Tarpon getting bested by the Eva and the car. And now is going to be taking out Mike. Sooty's going to be pulling. Not sure if he grapple pulled. Can't see yet. But it looks like Vi is going to be in position to stop it. Yeah, Bach's going to it right now. He's already cooking the frag. He already knows where he is. He's just pre-nading it, making sure that there is no one around. And Bach killing Black as well. But I'm not sure where Sooty is. Pano picking up the flag. And Bockington returning. That should be almost a pull. Very soon, very soon. That should be a pull. Or not. They didn't have anyone with stim. Okay, that's fine. That's a mental reset for GLD. They didn't get that. They lost Titan meter off of it, but that's fine. But right now, their base is getting overrun. Echo's inside. He's going to be called out because of his footsteps. There are two players on top of him. Yep, and he's just instant dead. Alytic going to be chilling. It looks like Vi are running an interesting 2 Eva shotguns. You don't really see that much because Carr is so overpowered and so intrusive on the meta right now. Bockington going to be using his frags and charge rifle to keep his opponents at bay from distance. Not going to be hitting that shot onto Black, and Black's going to be in the 1v2, but he completely changed his targets and had to focus on the second person. Mike's going to be in base, or Tarpon, I'm sorry, getting grabbed by Ace. Echo and they can hear the second person on top of their base, and Echo wins the fight. They're going to be pushing mid right now. Sooty not getting bested by the shotgun. There are two players on the left side. They're going to be pushing right now, but there are some Vi players to combat that, to push them back at least. Sooty getting bested by Echo. Pano pulling. We're not sure where. I can't really tell. It looks like he's going mid, but Bockington is in the base waiting for the counter pull. He's going to be pulling, and he's going to go the left side. All he needs are his teammates to back him up. He has nobody there, though. It looks like it's going to be a 3-on-1, and Bockington's going to go down. Not really sure if the GLD members are going to be able to get the return, though. There's going to be 2, and that should be a return. And they immediately pull the flag and drop a Titan. There is one Titan down for each team. Habu not going for the return. Oh, that could have cost him a lot. He heard the Titan to his right, but it was not that close. Bockington gonna be pushing up on the right side with this Monarch, staying at base. Alytic, Pano has to get out quick. Not really sure why he chose mid. I see now why. That was a very interesting capture that should not have happened. It was in the face of 2 Titans. You almost wish Olytic didn't get in his Titan, so Bach could have gotten around him. That was a very interesting pull from GLD. They were very lucky for that. That was not a pull they should have gotten. And now they're up the Titans. Because this Ion is doomed. And the Ronin. Vi needs to keep this Titan control. They have 3 now, and that's what's supposed to happen. But Olytic just getting pushed back. Bockington hitting a really nice shot onto... I believe that was Black. I'm not sure, though. Excuse me. 2 people going to be left side. They're going to be pushing into base in about 2 seconds. Here they come. Tarpon not going to even notice the Eva above him even after the arc grenade was thrown. Olytic just waiting for this person. He's calling out the person on top of base. His team is sitting back waiting for the person to do something. And we can hear the 1 person pushing mid and the 2 people pushing left. They're going for a pull right now because Vi is just so far behind their base. There's nobody stopping them, and they push mid, and GLD recognized that. They're not a team that will pass that up. Tarp, however, is in the base. They have 3 Titans in the same spot. You don't really want to see this. Even if they get that ping, especially when they get that ping, they know where the pilot is. They know how much of a threat he could be. But they have no mid control because all 3 of their Titans, even though they're all almost full HP, are still at their base. They need to push up. They need to get the map control. They need their shot caller to understand what is going to happen if they don't get map control. This Tone is going to push up, but with no pilots to back the Tone up, he gets pushed back. But now with 3 Titans, they need to push into mid. They're still backing. There's 4 players at their base, but they still don't have a flag cap. They need to push up. They need to be more aggressive. They need to tape map control before the 3 Titans from GLD push into their base. Pano is just keeping the mid control. You almost wish the North Star was the one poking mid. But it looks like there's been a Legion on the left side the entire time. And Satchels. A Satchel player. It was Monarch, not Legion. I heard the wrong bullets. Ace of Diamonds going to be out of his Ion. And the North Star going to be taking only 2 bars of health while pushing up the right side. Echo doing a lot of damage to this Titan. But there's no... The only communication in the team right now from Vi looks like is that there's maybe somebody pulling anytime soon. I'm not sure if they have... Oh, Pano hitting a very interesting mantle. You almost wish he didn't even jump at all. If he got in and out, that could have gotten him out. Oh, Tarpon actually dying. Black getting the pull. He's going to go mid, but it doesn't matter. GLD need to get these players inside that base. They need to get it. Ace of Diamonds getting a Grav Star, and I think that might be it. There's just too many players in Vi's base to let this happen. Granted, I said that they needed to push up, but maybe this is what they needed. Maybe they just need to get a pull or, you know, a good chain or a good something, get them up one, and then this is how they're gonna play on playing. All right, we're gonna go into the second half. This is the first match of a best of 3. Nobody tell me. Why did nobody tell me? Okay, this is the first match. Alright, Bach hitting a interesting frag. He hears maybe 1, maybe 2 people on the right side. Habu's going to be taking the front of this with Echo behind him, actually pushing in front of him. They're going to be in the 2v2 right now. It looks like they're going to take it as well. Sooty's going to be flag pulling though. He needs to Vi needs to understand where he's going. It looked like he grapple pulled. He did in fact grapple pull. He's going to be going down mid and he made it into the base. Oh, he did make it to the base and Habu got the return. That was amazing. Habu recognizing that he was in a 1v1 and he took it. Oh my gosh, that was an amazing pull by Sooty, but in even better recognition from Habu to get that return. And they get the second pull. I'm sorry, they get the second return. Their defense is very good, and their ability to return flags that probably shouldn't have been returned is good as well, but they need to focus on more pulling. They keep staying in their base. This is the problems that we might have saw with Rebels a couple of weeks ago if you caught that stream. While I was casting their match against GLD. Alright, Ace is going to be pulling. This is what we're talking about. We know that GLD's flanking. We haven't seen as many at their base. We know that they're not going to take 4 people at their base. There's going to be somebody in mid. And that was him. He just killed a person, and that's it. It's 1-1. It's 1-1 right now, and I'm not sure exactly in which favor the Titans are going to go. Habu going to be taking the 1v2, but still makes it look easy. Going to be dying, though, because he is half health to the second guy. It's going to be Lytic just getting an easy charge rifle shot on a pilot that should not have been going straight for the base. He should have been with his team trying to kill everyone else around before pushing straight onto the base, because on this base, it's so hard to get out. This side is much easier to defend, so if Vi just drops their Titans, they're in a really good spot. Habu maybe taking out Mike. Nope. Ace, the first Titan to drop, if it's an Ion, it's going to be a hard time for the other team. Especially with no Titans on their side. They need to stay in their base and bunker down as much as possible to make sure there is no pilot that can just get a free pull, because with an Ion on the other team, it's so hard. Ace needs to be... Ace in a really interesting spot right now. With his entire team playing defense, he's in mid all by himself. He should probably recognize more that his team is not in a spot to help him, and this just shows. Pano gets the flagpole. He gets the cap as well. Vi was just playing too defensive, especially when they have an Ion down. Not really sure what was going through the comms there. They needed to get out of their base. Maybe Ace was too far up, and they were just too scared to go out and fight with him. That was a very interesting pull. And very interesting placement of Titan. Alright, Habu going to be... This is good. Sooty going to be grapple capping, it looks like. Yup. Vi just need to recognize if they don't see Sooty, or they see him on the left side anywhere, it's probably going to be a grapple cap. On this map, it's very hard to deal with. Especially with someone as good as it is Sooty. Bockington getting caught with the wrong weapon out. If he had the Eva, you know that would have been a one-shot. And Sooty getting 2 kills right now, and now it looks like GLD has the momentum. GLD finally got a bearing against, and they understand where they need to push and where they need to pull from. Ooh, but 2 people in the grab. Actually, only 1. Oh, a Lytic being very smart about not shooting, but unfortunately, the tone particle wall botching any chance of that return. Habu missing 3 shots on the grounded pilot. The first shot almost hitting debris behind him. It didn't even do that much damage. So now it's just 3 Titans to 0. 4 flags to 1. GLD finally found their foothold, and they took it. They took advantage of it. Vi was just not playing to their... They probably were playing to their strengths, but I don't even think they were doing it correctly. They pushed up with the Titan, but they didn't push up. Nobody else did. A lot of charge rifles going... I'm sorry, a lot of Thunderbolts going into mid right now, just getting as much chip damage as they can to these Titans without peeking and killing themselves like that. But it did take half a bar, and it did do even more. Sooty going for another grapple pull. Is he going to make it? He does not make it past C, but there is an Ion there to stop the returners. Let's just hope there's another chain available, or a pilot available for chain, another pilot. It sounds like, alright, this should be a communication from Lytic saying that the Titan got out, so they possibly might be going. And wow, that is exactly what you do, Mike. You recognize that there might be someone in the base, and you just run exactly with your flag carrier, just in case he dies, because if you're behind him and you pull it, there's hardly anything they can do if they're stimming behind it. A little friendly teabag there. Sooty knows that he wasn't gonna die there, and the 2 Titans knew that they weren't gonna kill him, so he's just weighing his odds. Especially in a dome shield, you don't... I didn't even notice that there was a 6 flag. In the tournament rules, it says no grappling with the flag. That means that once you pull the flag, once the grapple is on your person, you can't press your grapple button. But keeping the momentum from grapple swings is okay. At least in this tournament. By the rules. We try to make it not super easy. Oh, I'm specking. Who left? Somebody from GLD. Okay, we're good. You don't know if anyone considered balance in teams? That's the point of a tournament. To recognize the better players and to see if your team can win against better teams. I did a Vi POV. Do I want to do a GLD one? I mean, I could. I don't think they would mind if I swapped. It's a competition. You want to bring your best feet forward. You want to bring as many of your friends and good players as you can. Couple of dollars, you know, 1,000, 100, it's whatever. $1,100 being split between first, second, and third. It's going to be a 600, 350, 150. All right, we are going to get into the second match of GLD versus Vi. We're going to be spectating from GLD's perspective this time. I have not gotten to spectate them yet once. They are the second seed of the tournament. They're shooting each other off spawn. Black's going to be going left to potentially watch the grapple from Vi on the left side up top. And he's going to be playing with his team to try and get B control. B control is very big on this map, especially when you have cave spawn. Black recognizes that there's someone in base that's pulling. He cannot, unfortunately, get the kill. He gets him down to as low as he can, so his teammates may have some easier trouble. But it looks like, and they got double killed. So it looks like the pull was not good, and this is looking already kind of shaky for Vi because these spawns are very harsh on this side of the map. You need to always take control of your base and make sure that you don't get overrun. You almost wish that they went for a more passive hold like they're known for doing. Abu killing people off the head glitches. Mike's still there though on the slant. He recognizes where the spawns are. He's calling out to his team that if we pull silos right now, and silos, if you don't know, is that those two big buildings on the left, the 2 cylinders, those are silos. And actually a really nice grab star from, I believe, Echo. He's going to be trying to take mid. It looks like GLD lost B control. Gonna be waiting until, yep, Mike is doing exactly what he's supposed to. He's waiting, and he recognizes that the other team thinks they have an advantage, but then he backstabs them, he sidesteps them when they think they do. Alytic's position has now been called on B, so he will most likely be taken out shortly. Unless they don't have anyone to contest the Eva. The Eva is so challenging to deal with on top of B. Black getting a nice kill using his stim to get out of harm's way and making it the 1v2. He does take him out. That gives him another ounce of stim, but Alytic going to be taking out the 1 HP Black. Tarpon and someone else, I couldn't see, Pano on the right side. These are their primary pullers when Sooty is not grapple capping, so we have a pretty good incline of what they're going to do here, or where they're going to go. Yep, it has been Greenhouse. We have 3 players going over there, and GLD just swarming, making sure that their flag carrier is protected at all times. That was a really good pull by GLD and Pano. City staying on top of their base, recognizing that if he keeps to the spawn killing, there's going to be a lot more flags where that came from. He's making the other team not get any footing and not get any position on the map and keeping them in their spawns. That's what I'm talking about with this side being really hard for Vi to deal with. Blah Black trying to take the 2-on-1. Gonna be getting the second guy very soon. He does not. Habu makes it out alive, and he gives up on him. Anna going to be inside the base, cooking a frag. I hear the guy too, and you almost wish he kind of threw the frag into the hallway that he heard him, but it doesn't matter because it looks like Mike is pulling, or Black is pulling. He's gonna be hitting a really nice pull. The call was that they don't know if base is clear, and it looks like it isn't. So that was a really good call from Black to not go inside. He wanted to make sure that there wasn't anyone there able to counter pull. But now, I believe Habu still has grapple. But now we have a stalemate on Eden, one of the most notorious maps for stalemating. It looks like Black still has the flag. He has not died yet, so no teammates have had to pick it up off his dead corpse. But now it's like there are 2 Titans to 0. GLD just winning the game in terms of frags alone. Actually, it looks like it's mostly just Sooty holding up the fort. There have been a lot of clutch kills in terms of making sure the enemy team doesn't get positioning, but Sooty just keeping on those head glitches, making sure that he's always in the right spot has always been good for GLD. Alright, Mr. Blablack still with the flag, not really sure where the Titan is. Oh, right on top of him. I didn't hear him or see the shadow. Pano going for the Ronin. Ronin, you almost want to see never get hit by those salvos because of sword block and how good it is. But Ronin just in a really unorthodox spot right now. I don't even think he has teammates over there to help him. I want to see if he does. Maybe he does, I'm not sure. Mike just respawned. Let's see if he can kill Bach. So what basically happened there was GLD made the push, they got the return, but Vi recognized that they were going to lose the fight, and they made a push to get another counter pull. Very smart by Vi. Instead of just leaving the flag to be returned and for GLD to have it, they come back. Black doing circles there, not really sure what for. This is good from GLD though, they're sticking to the two Titans on the flag. Why is that so loud? Alright, Sooty going to be going on the rock as a lot of Monarchs, Legions, and Ions like to do. This is a very scary spot for an Ion to have, especially when there's so many Titans on the field. The only thing I don't like from GLD right now is the 4 Titans out. There's no one to return if that's the case. Even if they kill the pilot, they have to get out, and that's already a problem. Ooh, Echo just getting cored, just getting everything. Bach is the only Titan now. Now you want to see every pilot from Vi going into the base of GLD. That is the play. That's so loud. Sooty hitting a really nice shot onto the pilot going top left caves. And getting onto the platform to make sure his flag carrier is good. They all get out together. This is perfect. GLD played that perfectly. Habu getting a good kill on Black, but it was not, or I'm sorry, Sooty, but it was not, did not mean anything. Black going in for another pull. Can he get this pull? They have respawned and they are above him, but there is a Titan over there. Ace going to get a counter pull. Let's see if Black is still alive. Nope. But I'm sorry, Mike is going to. He didn't change his name. Oh, never mind. Mike is going to be getting the 3rd cap. Cool. So now it is going to be Vi's turn at tournament point to see if they can come back from this. To see if they can hold on and push through to best GLD and take them to a 3rd map. We're going to be starting off with Mike again. I'm going to be seeing where he's going to be going. See how many players we have in front of him. Sooty's to his bottom left. It looks like Vi is taking a interesting strat of waiting to see where GLD is going to go, and they fought them at mid, and Vi, believe it's 1-1 right now in terms of kills. Alytic making sure that no one can contest that under B spot. Bockington going for a pull, but it doesn't look like it's going to go anywhere. Sooty is there, and so is Mike. Yep, that's going to be... Oh, I believe Vi spawned on the right side, so that may have helped them in that pull. But Tarp is just in a great spot. I believe Pano is inside the base as well. They're always going for pulls. They're always looking for cheeky behind the back flag pulls. And now Tarpon and Pano just shooting each other. Tarpon has the flag. Let's see what he does with it. If you don't know the history of these teams, these are the GLD is the number 2 seed team. They have a very good chance of winning this whole tournament.
You're doing a damn good job,
Alright, this is boring. I hate stalemates. Anyway. Back to non-stalematey things. Let's try and see if, Oh! Yes, pick it up. Alright, Mike's gonna pick it up. Oh! And we're going to be in yet another stalemate, even though the flag carrier is dead. The flag carrier is killed, though. It doesn't look like there's anyone around. Habu's going for it. There's one person behind, but it doesn't look like there's anyone that can get it. And Bach returned it. And Echo pulling. Oh, but City returned it as well. That was amazing. It was as if three players from both teams just coordinated to go for the returns at once. That was really cool to watch. Echo returned the flag as well. That meant GLD was trying to go for another pull. Sooty in good position to pull, but he does have grapple. It's going to be very hard for him to get out. Black is going to be pulling, though, and they're all spawning on the bottom left. I'm sorry, the bottom right. So this is going to be very hard for Vi to contest. And that's a Titan for the spawn of GLD. They're going to be instant spawning. You almost want to see every team instant spawning their first Titan, especially when they're ahead. Oh, my headphones hurt. Okay, I'm gonna take these off. I don't really think I need them. Oh, I just pressed the Windows key. Good job, me. Okay, we're going to be continuing the cast. Black's gonna be in his Ronin going left side. He's gonna be looking on top of B, making sure that there's nobody trying to kill his pilots that are gonna be pushing over top of B. Sooty is going to be grappling onto their base, making sure that they still have control. Echo's going to be trying to chaining, but in the face of 3 GLD, you're not going to make it very far, especially when they're just Ronin on the other side and they're all playing as hot as they are. Sooty going to be grappling, making sure that their B control is stuck. They have 4 Titans, so Vi really has to dig deep to pull something out. Oh, that hurts too. Ow. I guess my headphones were a little tighter than I thought. Alright, we're going to be watching Mike right now. He's going to be trying to go for a pull. He's going to be taking... Oh, he did not win the fight against Ace. Pano's going to be teabagging someone. GLD is known for... Or at least a couple of their players are known for teabagging a lot. Mike is going to be trying to take care of Alytic. Alytic has the shotgun, though. Yeah, you almost wish you watched the name and then just ran away. You were Mike. That's going to be a charge rifle into an ion. This is going to be very hard for Black to get out of, especially with another Titan on his left. But he does get the flank, and he does get a good chunk of damage for both the Titans. However, both the Titans are being sandwiched right now. There is another Titan that's going to be on the left here, but they all fell back, and this is very good from Vi. They need to all stay together and make sure that they don't get flanked. But against as good players as GLD is, it's very hard to win this LTS fight. You'll see a lot of CTF games eventually turn into LTS. A very questionable power shot. And this is what you'll see from a lot of teams that are ahead. They don't need to go for flag pulls. As long as especially when you're this far ahead with 2 minutes left, you'll almost never see them go into the base. You'll only ever see them attacking the Titans, making sure that they're getting whittled down so that there's not an abundance against your team. Because there is, if Vi picks it up, there is still a chance. They do have 3 Titans. However, this is the cave spawn for GLD, and that's very hard to combat. Especially when you're in Titans, because you have to get out, and that's not only leaving your Titan for chip damage when you're not even in it, but it's also the animation of...
This right? They don't stand a chance. Keep fighting, pilot.
I wish Panos stopped teabagging. I'm not sure if it's in good fun, but I keep catching it, and I don't want to be seeing that. As long as it's not friendly, it doesn't need to be here. Tarpon going to be picking up the 5th flag for GLD against Vi, and I believe that is going to be it for Vi's tournament. They had a really good run, 2-0ing a lot of the other contenders in the earlier phases of the losers bracket. A little team deathmatch. No one's gonna probably be going for kills. So yeah. You learn spawns from playing consistently, especially in terms of pugs. Yeah, kill report is not really used that much from the top players. And that's going to be it for Vi. Congratulations to them. They made it really far. I believe this is losers semis. Let's look at the bracket real quick. Yeah, that was losers semis. So now we're going into losers finals. Or no, I'm sorry. We should wait. I might play actually, just to keep things moving. We are a good bit ahead of schedule. We are only 3 hours 30 minutes